Welcome to another video, folks. Today we'll talk about barbells, why I think more of you should be using them more frequently in your training, why I think they're beneficial for you, and we can compare them to other implements in the gym as well. Now, to start off, I don't want anybody to take this video and run away with, oh, now I'm just going to become a barbell guy and only do barbells and nothing else. That's not the point of these videos. What I want you to do is be able to take some of that information that I give you and see how you can apply it to your own training. So maybe you have your own program, maybe you have a program that a friend has given to you. Take the information that I'm going to give you and see if you can apply it to make your training better. Now, why barbells over other implements? Let's go over 4 different points. So point number 1 that I want to bring up is exercise selection is usually going to be better with barbells. What do I mean by that? If you are using a barbell for your training, that's more likely going to make you choose more compound lifts, more exercises that send a large stimulus to your body. And I think a lot of people need more of that. What I've seen in all the years that I've been working at big commercial gyms and smaller private gyms as well, is that a lot of people spend way too much time on the smaller isolation stuff and not enough time on the big compound lifts. When you choose barbell exercises, you're most likely going to be ending up with the compound lifts. So let's take the chest as an example. Let's say if you were to take the cables or dumbbells, you could do something like a dumbbell fly, you could do something like a cable fly. However, if you were to go with a barbell, you're kind of stuck doing the bench press. Now, that's not to say that flies don't have a place in your program. However, the bench press is the exercise that we're looking for because it gives us a larger stimulus, recruits a larger number of muscle fiber, and it's a better bang for your buck unless you're a high-level bodybuilder and you already have a ton of muscle mass that you need to start specializing each muscle group a bit more. So 90% of you, more compound lifts, get really good at the basics. Bench press, shoulder press, squats, rows, deadlifts. Those are the basics that can get you super far if you get really good at them. Whereas everything else, you could spend a lot of time, effort, and energy into them and not really get what you want because the stimulus, the magnitude of the stimulus is very low compared to what the big compound lifts give you. Now, to build up on that first point, my second point with barbell training is because your exercise selection is more likely to be heavier compound lifts, you're more likely to be training hard. And there's so many benefits to hard training that go way beyond your body composition or how you look. Training hard can apply to so many other areas in your life. It can give you a huge amount of confidence that you can take from the gym and apply elsewhere. However, you're not likely to get that hard training, that work ethic from doing glute kickbacks or lateral raises or tricep pushdowns. So you compare that to if I were to give you 3 sets of 8 of barbell back squats and you truly know how to get a lot out of yourself and over those 3 sets of 8, that's going to be actual hard training. That's not working out. Don't undermine the benefits of that in the gym. You can't just do hard training for the sake of hard training, for the sake of pushing yourself, for the sake of getting really uncomfortable and pushing into that discomfort. Now, my third point with barbells is they allow very gradual progressions. And that's very important. So let's say you're on an incline dumbbell bench press and you've been at 45-pound dumbbells or 20 kilo dumbbells for a while. The next jump available to you might be 50s. So you have 5 pound or 2 kilos per hand that you have to jump up. That might be too big of a jump. Whereas if you're in a barbell incline bench press, let's say you've been benching 135 pounds or 60 kilos, you can go up, depending on your gym, what kind of plates are available to you, you can go up 2.5 pounds each side, 1 kilo each side. So the jumps can be very gradual, which allows you week after week, month after month of progressions before you have to change the exercise or the variation of the exercise. And that brings me to my fourth and final point on barbells, is you generally will be able to use higher weights. Let's say you're bench pressing 200 pounds with a barbell, you're unlikely to be able to do 100-pound dumbbells in each hand. Now, yes, those are 2 different exercises. The stimulus can be different between the dumbbells and the barbells. However, more weight is more weight. So 200 pounds on a barbell is more than a total of 160 pounds on dumbbells, for example. And the higher weight is going to give you the higher stimulus overall. And that's not to say that the lower stimulus is always worse. No, there's going to be a time and place where you might want a little bit less overall fatigue to your body, but a bit more focused, intentional fatigue on a specific muscle group, and that's where cables, dumbbells, machines can come in. However, barbells are the best tool, in my opinion, for applying a huge level of stress and stimulus to your body that's going to force you to adapt and become stronger. That's all I have for this quick video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.